ازيك يا مس؟
Hello, my friends. How are you?
ازيك يا مس عاملة ايه؟
الحمد لله تمام. Hi, teacher.
مس هو في ناس مس بكرة هيجوا المدرسة وفي ناس هتكمل اونلاين ولا كله هيجي المدرسة؟
اللي عايز يروح المدرسة يروح.
Yes, some people has
في
the
اصلا
choice.
نص الفصل اصلا مش رايح.
وانت بنفسك ده نص الفصل صح؟ انت مش بنص الفصل خلي بالك.
لا انا في نص الفصل اللي رايح.
ايوه انا رايح.
Yes, teacher. Some people can stay
عمر
home.
وكده كلهم رايحين.
Some people can stay home. Others can come to the school.
انا
Those
بس في الشتاء
يا
لسه مش هروح.
those who will stay home, they will get the sessions as a recorded videos. Okay.
صح مس هو في البيت بقى مس ياخدوا اونلاين يعني ولا يراجعوا من السمارت سكول ولا يعملوا ايه؟
يعني you will find the videos recorded on the YouTube.
اوكي.
But you will not have an online session like daily. You will only have one online session and another extra session for questions. Do you get it now? فهمت حاجة يا تيتو؟ Tito, did you understand?
Miss,
Yes?
هو الفيديوهات اللي بعد
What?
the videos of the people who are staying in home.
They're supposed to be daily, I think.
لا يعني مثلا الصبح الساعة مثلا 8 كده.
That could be at the end of the day.
Okay.
Okay, guys, can someone remind me what did we talk about last session?
So I can.
Yes, look.
We talked about the digestive system and how about it is things in it like the stomach and organ.
Yes.
And we talked about
The circulatory system?
the worksheet. We did a worksheet and we watched the video in the end.
So that was the last session.
Yeah.
Someone else? Can someone tell me what is the job of the digestive system? Guys, can someone tell me what is the job of the digestive system?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Digestive system. Miss, I say?
Yes.
Okay. Digestive system digests the food into small chemical nutrients that the vessel can use to do energy.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Amr, inshallah. Thank you so much. Yes, that's totally right. Yes. So, guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. So, as Amr said, the digestive system breaks down food into chemical nutrients that our cells need to make energy. Okay. Okay, guys. Yes.
Okay.
So we have food, and then the food will turn into nutrients that we need. Guys, I'm gonna mute you all because there are some noises in the background. Okay. Okay, back to what I was saying. The food turns into nutrients, and then the nutrients will go to blood, and the blood then will send it all the nutrients we need to all the cells so they can use the nutrients to make energy for us. Okay? We have different parts of the digestive system. Let me zoom this out for you guys to see. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, miss.
We have different parts of the digestive system, and we have also extra organs that do not belong to the digestive system, but they help in digestion. Okay, so we have three extra organs: the liver, okay, the liver, the gallbladder,
Pancreas.
and the pancreas. Okay, guys, and I told you their jobs. You're not asked to learn them that much, but it will be better for you guys to know them this year, because next year, inshallah, we will have a small reminder about this, and then we'll continue the rest of chapter 1. That will happen next year, inshallah. So that's why, guys, I need you to learn about these parts. Okay, so as we said, starts with the mouth, and then inside the mouth is where we chew food. We break it down into smaller pieces, and then we swallow it. When we swallow the, the food, we have a cavity after the mouth, which we call pharynx, and this is a cavity or an empty space behind the mouth, which is shaded by both the nose and the mouth. You can see here. Can you guys see this cavity?
Yes.
Yes. This cavity, guys, is shared. This empty space behind the mouth is shared by the nose and the mouth. That's why we can find the pharynx in the respiratory system too. We can find it in the breathing system, or we can call it the respiratory system. But to be honest, the digestive system then starts with the esophagus, or continues with the esophagus, which is a long muscular tube that connects the mouth to the stomach, which is, you can see it here lying next to the liver. Inside the stomach, you will find chemicals like the hydrochloric acid, which is responsible in breaking down the food into simpler form, so the food can move into the small intestine in the middle in here. And the small intestine is the one responsible for absorbing or taking in all the nutrients our bodies need, which we can call digestive food. So it takes the digested food, the food that our bodies need, which we call nutrients. They absorb them because they are lined in with something called villi, and villi work as absorption systems. And then the nutrients move to the blood, where then it is moved to all our cells. We're still left with the undigested food, or the food our bodies do not need. What happens to that food? It moves through the large intestine, okay, which surrounds the the small intestine, as you guys can see. While this food is moving through, or we can say now it's undigested food, which is a food that our bodies do not need. As you can see here, as it moves through the large intestine, all the water will be absorbed from it, so it can turn into solid wastes, and then it can go out through the body through this opening, which we call anus. Okay, so we can say that the digestive system starts with mouth and ends with anus. Okay, the path or the canal from the mouth till the anus is called alimentary canal. That's why we say the alimentary canal is another name for digestive system. Okay, guys? This is just a small reminder, okay, of lesson 2. So in here, guys, you will see that it tells us the process of digestion. So it says that digestion begins with our mouth. As we said, the teeth breaks down the food into smaller pieces. We also have this liquid inside our mouth that we call saliva. And this is very important because it breaks down foods like bread, like pasta, like sugar, potatoes, all of that is broken down by the saliva. We call these types of food carbohydrates. The food that is made up of bread, pasta, sugar, potatoes, all of that. Number 2, the food is then swallowed and goes down to the esophagus, which is a muscular tube, as we said, that connects the mouth to the stomach. And you also watch the peristalsis, which is the movement. Let me get it for you guys. If I stop sharing. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yeah. Yes, miss.
That's good. That's good. Okay. So, guys, you're all inshallah coming tomorrow.
Miss,
إن شاء الله يا مس. يا مس يعني نو مين اللي مش هيجي؟
أنا جاية
عمرو،
مثلا
انت مش هتروح يا عم؟
I don't know, Miss still. My mom didn't say to me.
انا هروح طبعا.
I'll go.
انا هروح.
Yes, guys, you can come, of course, but just make sure you take all the safety procedures. Like make sure you.
في ناس يا مس، في ناس بيقولوا ان هم هيروحوا مثلا اول يوم او اول يومين بس في الاسبوع مثلا كده.
أيوة.
يقعدوا يروحوا يومين بس.
Well, it's okay. Just you guys have to make sure you take care of yourselves and the certain procedures.
Miss, maybe I
عندنا session science.
Yes, this is science session.
الحمد لله.
هو يعني مس
Guys, can you still see my screen?
Yes. Miss,
Yes.
can I ask you a question, Miss?
Yes. Yes, you can ask me a question.
If we go يعني لو احنا رحنا المدرسة بالفيس شيلد دي لازم نلبس كمامة برضه؟
Yes, you have to wear both face mask and face shield.
طب مس لما احنا نيجي ناكل هنعمل ايه؟
Well, that's another deal. يعني you'll be in social distancing and.
مس ما ينفعش حد يا مس يعمل sharing food.
Yes, guys. You guys, especially grade 5. You grade 5, you used to share a lot of food. Yes, the nuggets and so on. So you have to stop sharing food, of course. Everyone should bring his own food. If you could also bring all your sweets and stop dealing with the canteen, because canteen means that you will be standing in lines, and of course these lines will have social distancing, which will take a really long time. So you can bring all your sweets instead, if you like, yani. What else? In the class, you'll be sitting in distance also between your friends. You have to wear the face shield because it protects your face from all the.
ناكل لو لابسين الفيس شيلد صح؟
I think yes, you can take your face mask, but still have your face shield on your face.
بس الديسكات يا مس هتتغير.
Why would they change?
يعني يبعدهم عن بعض بس هم قريبين قوي. Yes.
Okay, so yes, you mean the distance between chairs. Yes, that will change, but the distance themselves will never change. I mean, they're still the same desks, but the distance between the desks will change. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes, Sadat, yes.
By the way, when you eat starch, when you digest it in your food, it tastes like sugar.
Yes, that's because the saliva, sweetie, contains. It helps in breaking it down. That's why you can have this taste of sugar. Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Miss, maybe I will not come because I will travel.
Who said that? Yes, it's okay, it's okay. Just guys, anyway, those who are coming to the school, make sure you be careful. Take all the procedures that you need. Safety is very important.
في ناس هم اللي بيقولوا كده يا مس، يعني ممكن مامتهم اساسا قايله لهم اللي هم هيروحوا. في ناس بيقولوا كده بس
Well, it won't make a difference on it. Hannah Sultan, you wanted to say something? Hannah Sultan, you wanted to say something. Okay, so still there is a problem with Hannah Sultan's mic or something. So guys, what I was talking about is the peristalsis, which is the movement. Again, guys, what we were talking about are the contractions of the esophagus, which we call peristalsis. And in here you can see the movement again. Okay. Guys, did you see my screen?
Yes, miss.
Yes, so this is again is called peristalsis, which is the contraction of the esophagus that allows the food to move through it. Okay, now back to the sheet in here, the study sheet. After this, the food will go into the stomach, where it could do 3 jobs, the stomach. Sometimes it's a temporary storage for food, so stores food, which passes from the esophagus to the stomach, where it is held for 2 hours or longer. So the food can be stored in the stomach for 2 hours or longer than that. The stomach helps in mixing and breaking down the food, as we said, by the movement of the muscle. Because again, let me read you all because I'm still here. Some noises in the background. Okay, so number 2, mixing and breaking down the food by contractions. Yes, Liam, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. And then we have the digestion of the food. So it continues the digestion of the food. But if I said that digestion is completed, or the breaking down of food is completed in the stomach, that would be a false sentence, because we still have the small intestine where the real digestion takes place, because now the food will be absorbed by the blood and moves through the cells. So again, guys, the stomach does 3 jobs, as we said: stores the food for 2 hours or longer, so it can be a storage place. It mixes and breaks down the food by the movement of the muscle, the contraction of the muscle. And number 3, it digested food, or digest food. Yes, Salim? Yes, Salim. I can't hear you. I think there is something wrong with your mic. Okay, I'll mute you now. If you could use another mic, that would be easier. Okay, if we move to number 4, small intestine. Some people can call it small intestine. Okay, but it would be better to call it small intestine. So the small intestine, as we said, is where the absorption takes place, where the digestion is complete. We have these villi inside the small intestine. I mean, the small intestine is lined with Let me zoom the picture for you guys to see. Zoom it in for you guys to see. So, and here he's showing you the small intestine. He zoomed into the tubes of the small intestine, where they are lined in the above and lower part with these finger-like projections or finger-like structures. Okay, and you can see these finger-like structures are filled with blue and yellow tubes. Those are the blood vessels. Okay, where the blood takes all the nutrients and move them to the cells. Okay. Do you guys get that point?
Yes.
Yes. So villis are like bumps or finger-like structures that have a lot of tiny blood vessels, and those blood vessels or these villis will then carry or absorb or take in the nutrients and then give it to the blood, and then the blood will take it through the whole body so the cells can be, given nutrients to make energy. Okay? Okay, guys? Then the undigested
miss.
food, that the food we do not need, will move to the large intestine.
Go to the large
Okay?
intestine.
And this is the large intestine, guys. You can see it here. Let me just zoom in for you. You can see it in here. It surrounds the small intestine, as you can see. And the undigested food inside the large intestine will then be, the water will be taken in from it, so it can turn into solid waste, or we can say poop, stool, okay? And in here you can see the stool, or the undigested food moving through the large intestine, and then it will go out from the opening, which we call anus. Okay, so what is the job of the anus? As we said, it's the opening where solid wastes or feces come out or are eliminated. Okay, so again, the anus is the opening where the solid wastes, or we can call the feces, or we have another name for them, poop, but scientifically, in the analysis field, they call it stool. It's the same meaning. It's all of them are under one word, feces. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about this lesson? So we had a small reminder of this lesson. Do you still have any questions? Do you guys still have any questions?
No.
Okay, let's move to the next part.
Miss, sometimes the words that's in the paper,
Yes.
you didn't say to us. You said it with another meaning, so I don't understand it.
Which one? Which word?
So Miss, now the stomach, you wrote it something and you said for us something else.
Which one, Habibi?
The stomach.
Not something else. It's still the same meaning. It's not something else. Yeah. It's not something else, sweetie. It's the same thing, but maybe with another meaning. Can you tell me, what did I write for you? That
Like
you think it's another meaning for it?
Like the stomach.
Yes, what did we say about the stomach? We said it continues, or the one responsible for breaking down food into simpler form, right? To move it to the small intestine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same meaning, Habibi. It's not different. It's not something else. It does that job too.
Okay, but in another meaning.
Yes, it's not totally different. Yeah, you learn, maybe in the sheet you'll have more information because it is more detailed, but it's okay. It's a lot better to learn more than to learn less. So, right?
Yeah, Miss. Yes, Miss.
Okay, guys, so we'll continue on Chapter 1, Lesson 3, and I think we had a small talking about it, the circulatory system and the respiratory system. Do you guys remember any of those? Do you guys remember any of those systems? You guys, are you with me?
Yes, Miss, I'm with you.
Yes, so what I was talking about is, do you guys know anything about the circulatory system and the respiratory system? What do you think they are? You guys, are you with me? I hope you are with me.
Yes, Miss, I know the respiratory system.
Yeah.
Yes, so what do you think the respiratory system do?
It helps the
I can
people
see your
of
screen.
algorithm
To breathe in, yes.
and
So
breathe out.
through the respiratory system, we breathe in and we breathe out. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out
Breathe out
the
carbon
carbon
dioxide.
dioxide. That's totally right. Yes, that's totally right. That's Am?
Yes, miss.
Yes, thank you, Amma. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, let me just get the file for you because there is something wrong with it. It's not opening. I have no idea why it's doing that now. Okay. It's giving me an error. I have no idea why. It just opened before the session. Subhanallah.
Miss.
Okay, here it is, guys. Let me share my screen now for you. Yes, someone is saying miss, and I can see, guys, that you are writing in the chat. Okay, Muhammad Al-Azbi is saying that I can't see the screen. Yes, Muhammad, because I stopped sharing the screen. Now I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it?
Miss, the other
No.
I still cannot see it.
Grade 5 Inter has started screen sharing.
Miss, it's still downloading.
Okay, just give it time.
Okay.
Give it time, guys. Okay. So as we said, we have in lesson 3 the rest of body systems. We have the respiratory system, the circulatory system. We have the skeletal system, and the one responsible for all the bones, who contains all the bones. We have the muscular system, the one with all the muscles. Of course, muscles and bones help in moving the parts, and they do other lots of jobs. We also will learn about the excretory system, which is a system responsible for getting rid of all the wastes inside our bodies. I hope you guys can see my screen now.
Yes, miss, I can see.
Yes, miss, I can see it.
Okay, alhamdulillah, yes. Okay, so the circulatory system, as we said, is from its word, is the one helping in circulation of the blood. So its job is to move or transport the oxygen, nutrients, and wastes through the body. Okay, guys? I hope you can hear me well. Yes. Let me shoot all because there's still some noises. So again, the circulatory system is the one that moves the oxygen, nutrients, and wastes through the whole body. That's why we call it circulatory system, because it does a whole circulation. Okay, and it does all of that. It moves all these things through the body cells by the blood. So blood here is like we can say the train that transports all these important stuff we need, like oxygen and nutrients, through the cells. Okay, and the blood, of course, needs a place to move through, or pipelines that will allow it to move through it. That's what we call blood vessels. So we have, I know some of you know the parts of the circulatory system already. When we say blood, a lot of blood, that means the heart. That's what will come into our minds at the beginning. The heart is the main organ of the circulatory system. Each system you will learn about, guys, has, like, we can say, a famous organ, or an organ that represents this system. For example, in the digestive system, when I say stomach, now we know it's the digestive system, right? When I know lungs, or when I say lungs, you then know it's the respiratory system, or the system responsible for breathing. So when I say heart, it's the circulatory system, or the circulatory system. Yes. So it's made up of 3 parts, as you can see: the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. You will learn about each one. Here is the heart. It's the muscular machine. You can say that. It pumps the blood through the whole body, okay, by the contraction and relaxation of its muscles. So mainly it's made up of muscle that you guys will learn about later, which is called cardiac muscle. And it's the one responsible for, as you can see, pumping the
بس هو
blood through the whole
الهارت يا
body.
مس ازاي كده يا مس؟
زي كده.
يعني ايه الحتت يا مس اللي هي فوق دي من عند الهارت؟
Yes, those are the openings or the arteries and veins that take the blood in and out of the body, of the heart. So these are like tubes. You will see now that they will be connected to other blood vessels. So these openings really are the one that allows the blood to go out.
بس اللي بتخلي قلبنا يقعد يدق صح؟
No, your heart beats because it moves like this. It does muscular movement that pumps the blood through the body. This movement or these beating you're feeling are the one responsible for the blood to be pushed into the rest of the body. You will learn later about the circulation anyway. You will understand with time, and we'll see a lot of examples. So again, the heart pumps the blood through the body. That's its job. It's a pumping machine. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. So now we have the blood. The blood is, as we say, the train that carries the nutrients and the waste and also the oxygen through it. So the blood is not 100% a liquid thing. Actually, it's made up of 4 parts: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma is the only liquid part of the blood. As you can see in here, plasma is the only liquid part of the blood. Okay, the liquid part of the blood is where the nutrients and wastes are carried. So plasma in here is responsible for carrying the nutrients. Okay, we have the red blood cells, and in here you can see in the picture, you can see the red blood cells, of course. Those are the ones responsible for carrying the oxygen. So that's another job for the blood. So it carries the nutrients by the plasma inside of it, and also carries the oxygen through the red blood cells. Okay, the red blood cells are solid objects or solid components. Plasma is the only liquid one. Number 3, the white blood cells. And we said before that we can say that the white blood cells are like, you know, they are the same color as the coats of doctors. So it helps fight infection or bacteria or any disease that you will have. It helps to protect your body, to fix the wounds or cuts you have in your body. If you injured yourself, if you broke something, if you cut yourself, all of these things will be fixed by the white blood cells. Okay, so they are the one that help fight the infection. They help fight if you get any bacteria from outside. If you cut yourself, they protect this cut from any infection that may happen to it. Number 4 are the platelets, and those platelets are important because they clot the blood, or they stop blood from bleeding. They stop the blood from bleeding. When you cut yourself, you know, it will bleed for quite an amount of time, but then the bleeding will stop, right?
Yes, miss.
Yes, and the one responsible for that are the platelets.
Platelets.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Okay. So guys, now you learned that the blood is made up of 4 components or 4 things. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Do you guys need any question about this part?
No, it's easy.
No.
Okay, miss. Miss, we have now English.
Yes, let's just talk about the last part. We still have less than 5 minutes. The blood vessels then are the tunnels, or we can say the pipelines that allow the blood to move through them. Okay, because blood does not move like that in every part of our bodies. It just moves into small and big and sometimes medium blood vessels. Okay, so we have a lot of blood vessels in our bodies. We can say we have three types of blood vessels. We have arteries, capillaries, and veins. And I know, guys, these words are a little bit hard, but with time it will be easier for you guys to say. So the arteries, they are the veins in here. If you looked in this picture, okay, use pen. If you looked at this picture, guys, you will find the artery in here. Okay, the word artery. And this is the blood vessel that the blood getting out from the heart will go through it. Okay, so it takes the blood away from the heart. Okay, we can say they are the blood vessels through which blood leaves the heart. Okay, so it moves through tiny, then into tiny blood vessels that we call capillaries. Those are so tiny that they move through the cells. But sometimes blood cells can move through them cell by cell. Can you imagine how tiny they are? They are so tiny.
Miss,
Yes.
the blue one, valve is, is giving blood to the heart.
You'll
The
understand
blood
now why it's blue. You will understand now why it's blue, okay? But just let me continue this because we still have 2 minutes. So after that, we have capillaries, as we said. They are tiny blood vessels that the cells or the blood cell will move through them cell by cell. And as the blood moves through the cell, it gives them the oxygen and take in the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a waste we need to get rid of, so we breathe it out. In order to do that, these blood cells that carry the carbon dioxide, they don't carry oxygen anymore. So they have to go back to the lungs so we can breathe out this waste we call carbon dioxide. So in the blue color in here, it shows you the blood that it doesn't carry oxygen anymore. It's actually deoxygenated blood, or blood that doesn't contain oxygen. So this blood will move through the veins, okay, and then will move back to the heart, where then the heart will take it back to the lungs so we can breathe it out. They have blue color, guys, but in real life they do not look blue, but they look dark red. So that's why we think it's blue, but it's actually a really dark red, not blue color. Okay, next time, inshallah, we will learn about the circulation and how the circulatory system is really related to the respiratory system. Okay, guys, do you have any questions before leaving? Because we still have less than 1 minute.
No.
Okay, so guys, this video will be uploaded inshallah today on the Smart School and on the
Miss,
YouTube
what's our
channel,
homework?
so you can see it. Yes,
Miss, what's our homework?
I can't hear you, sweetie.
What's our
What?
I'm just saying, what is our homework?
There is no homework, sweetie. Your homework is to read what we learned about from the book. That would be a great homework for you guys. Read it again. So if you have any questions, you can ask for me tomorrow, inshallah. And
tomorrow,
yes.
أنا
Just
حاسة